PresidentUniverse.com, Miller, Madison, Collect Quinn, my 4 beautiful daughters. Thanks for teaching your daddy how to win. Got the World Almanac and Book of Facts 2023. Okay, I'm going to read to you about the Postal Reorganization Act, creating a government-owned postal service under the executive branch and replacing the old Executive Post Office Department was signed into law August 12, 1970. The service officially came into being on July 1st, 1971. The United States Postal Service is governed by an 11-person board. 9 members are appointed by the President with the Senate approval. These 9 choose a Postmaster General. The board and the Postmaster General choose the 11th member, who serves as Deputy Postmaster General. The Postal Service Reform Act of 2022 was signed into law April 6, 2022, altering budget requirements imposed by 2006 legislation and eliminating a provision requiring United States Postal Service to pre-fund retiree benefits for 50 years, which had incurred massive annual deficits. The Postal Service last received a public service subsidy, or taxpayer dollars, in 1982. Okay. And then I'm just going to read you quickly from ancient and Roman figures. Okay. These are the Roman rulers, and you can see they're still in charge today, still going. They're still going. Okay. I'm going to start out for a few of them. The kingdom, 753 BCE. This is all BCE. Romulus, or Quirinus, 715 BC. Numa Pompilius, 673 BC. Tullus Hostilius. There's some famous ones you might know. Military tribunate elected, and then the Republic started, 509 BC. Okay. Constantine, where's Constantine? Okay, then Caesar, this is around the time of Jesus. First triumvirate form, Caesar, Pompus, and Crassus. And then Nero, Marcus, Diocletians, Claudius, Philip, Gordian, Alexander, Constantine, year 314 BC. And then the West Rome and East Constantinople, like our Constitution, Constantine, Constantinople, that's the Valenian, Theodosius, Romulus. So the 2 male figures that are like the starter of Romulus and Remus, if you know your history, Remus and Romulus. And then the Saxons and the Danes, that's England, the House of Normandy, the House of the Blois, the House of Plantagenet, House of Lancaster, House of York, House of Tudor, the House of Hanover, the House of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha, and then now we have the House of Windsor. Okay, and if you don't believe me, okay, okay, here's the Farmer's Almanac. Okay, this is the origin of months' names. January, for the Roman god Janus, protector of gates and doorways. Janus is depicted with 2 faces, one looking into the past and the other the future. February, from the Latin februa, to cleanse. The Roman februala was a festival of purification and atonement that took place during this time of year. March, for the Roman god of war, Mars. This was the time of year to resume military campaigns that had been interrupted by winter. April, from the Latin apiro, to open bud, because plants begin to grow now. May, for the Roman goddess Maia, who oversaw the growth of plants, also from the Latin meras, elders, who were celebrated now. June, for the Roman goddess Juno, the patroness of marriage and the well-being of women, also from the Latin juvenis, young people. And then July, to honor Roman dictator Julius Caesar from 100 BC to 44 BC. In 46 BC, with the help of Sociogenes, he developed the Julian calendar. August, to honor the first Roman emperor and grandnephew of Julius Caesar, Augustus Caesar. He lived from 63 BC to AD 14. September, from the Latin septem, or seven, because this was the seventh month of the early Roman calendar. What's September for us now? 9. October, from the Latin octo, or 8, because this was the 8th month of the early Roman calendar. That's 10 for us. November, from the Latin novem, because 9, because this was the 9th month of the early Roman calendar, or 11th for us now, November. December, from the Latin decem, 10, because it's 12 for us now, because this was the 10th month of the early Roman calendar. And if you want to check out your Easter dates, okay, for this year, why is Easter on a different day? Why are they so different? Okay, here's the Easter for the Gregorian calendar. In 2023, it'll be April 9th. For the Julian calendar, in 2023, it'll be April 16th. In 2024, for the Gregorian calendar, it'll be March 31st. For 2024, on the Julian calendar, it'll be May 5th. That's over a month apart. Okay, back to the Gregorian calendar, 2025, April 20th. Okay, they match up here. Julian calendar, April 2025, April 20th. Gregorian calendar, April 2026, April 5th. Julian calendar, 2026, April 12th. So they mismatch there. It's a 7-day mismatch, over a 30-day mismatch. Then they're on the same day, and then another 7-day mismatch. That's weird. Oh, then the origins of the day's names. Sunday is Solus for Soul's Day, Latin for Lord's Day, or Sun's Day. Monday is the Luna's Day. Tuesday, Mars Day. Wednesday is Mercury's Day. Thursday is Jupiter's Day. Friday is Venus's Day. Saturday is Saturn's Day. That's pretty cool. Oh, then Frigga is also Friday in Norse. Thor is Thursday in Norse. Wednesday is Woden in Norse. Tui, T-I-W, is Tuesday in Norse. And then Monendag, that's Monday, Moon's Day in Norse. And then Sunnendag is Norse for Sunday, the sun's day. And then you can, how to find the day of week for any given date. To compute the day of week for any given day as far back as the mid-18th century, proceed as follows. Add the last 2 digits of the year to 1/4 of the last 2 digits, discard any remainder, the day of the month, and the month key from the key box below. Divide the sum by 7. The remainder is the day of the week. 1 is Sunday, 2 is Monday, and so on. If there's no remainder, the day is Saturday. If you're searching for a weekday prior to 1900, add 2 to the sum before dividing. Prior to 1800, add 4. The formula doesn't work for days prior to 1753. Wonder why. From 2000 through 2099, subtract 1 from the sum before dividing. Example, the Dayton flood was on March 25th, 1913. Last 2 digits of the year, 13. 1/4 of these 2 digits, 13. Given day of month, 25. Key number for March is 4. The sum is 45. 45 divided by 7 equals 6, with a remainder of 3. The flood took place on Tuesday, the 3rd day of the week. If you want the key, you want to use the key. Okay, that was from the Farmer's Almanac. Love you, America. Go to PresidentUniverse.com. Miller Madison, Collect Win. Thanks for teaching Daddy how to win.